Most people who hold Ethereum describe it as a coin. It is not a coin, it is infrastructure, and the difference between those two mental models determines whether you understand what you actually own or whether you're just guessing. Welcome to the Rational Crypto, where we cut through the hype and focus on what actually works. Long-term thinking, disciplined investing, and data-driven decisions. No gambling, no leverage, no get-rich-quick schemes, just rational strategies for building real cryptocurrency wealth. Let's dive in. Here is the problem. Most investors who hold Ethereum fall into one of two traps. The first, they see Ethereum as a slower, cheaper version of Bitcoin. They hold it as a secondary position without understanding what they actually own. When the price drops, they have no conviction to hold because they never understood the asset to begin with. The second, they hear the buzzwords: decentralized finance, non-fungible tokens, smart contracts, and assume Ethereum is hype. They dismiss it entirely and miss the fact that institutional capital has been building on Ethereum infrastructure consistently. Both responses come from the same source: a failure to understand what Ethereum actually is. This video covers three things. What Ethereum is, in plain language, from first principles, why it is structurally different from Bitcoin, and what that means for how you hold it, and what a rational investor does with that knowledge. Let's start from the beginning. Bitcoin solved one problem: how to send value from one person to another without a bank in the middle. That was its design goal, and it executes it better than anything else ever has. Ethereum asked a different question. What if you could not just send value, but program rules around it? Ethereum is a programmable blockchain. At its core, it is a global computer that anyone can use to run applications. Applications whose rules are enforced by code, rather than by a company, a bank, or a government. Those applications run on something called smart contracts. A smart contract is a piece of code that executes automatically when specific conditions are met. Think of a vending machine. You put in money, you press a button. The machine delivers your choice. No cashier needed, no trust required. The rules are built into the machine. A smart contract is the same principle. But the system can hold any amount of value, execute any rule you define, and run permanently on a global network that cannot be shut down. That capability is why Ethereum underpins thousands of decentralized applications today, covering lending, trading, insurance, asset management, and more. Bitcoin is digital gold, a store of value, a monetary asset. Ethereum is something different. It is programmable infrastructure, the network that financial applications are being built on. Owning Ethereum is not just holding a currency, it is holding a stake in the network those applications run on. Because Ethereum is required to use the network, every transaction, every smart contract execution consumes a small amount of Ethereum as a fee. The more the network is used, the more demand there is for Ethereum. The rule is simple. Bitcoin stores value. Ethereum generates activity. They are not competing. They are complementary. Quick pause. If this way of thinking about crypto is useful to you, subscribe and hit the bell. We cover the full rational investing system, not individual coin tips. Now, how Ethereum is used in practice. Understanding what Ethereum is built for explains why its value proposition is different from Bitcoin's. Three practical use cases. First, decentralized finance, a system of financial services, lending, borrowing, trading, earning yield, that runs without a central institution. At its peak, over $100 billion was locked into Ethereum-based protocols. The number moves with market cycles, but the infrastructure does not disappear. Second, the digital asset infrastructure layer. Most stablecoins, tokenized assets, and digital financial instruments are issued and transferred on Ethereum. This is documented adoption, not marketing. Third, the fee mechanism. A portion of every transaction fee is permanently removed from supply. During high usage, Ethereum can become deflationary. More supply removed than created. Bitcoin has fixed supply. Ethereum has dynamic supply linked to demand. This does not make one better. It makes them different. And understanding that difference is the foundation of holding it rationally. The rule: Ethereum's value is tied to network usage. Understand usage and you understand the asset. Now, the portfolio view. Ethereum passes the top 10 filter. It has the largest developer ecosystem in crypto. It has real, measurable utility already deployed. It has institutional adoption, and it has survived multiple full market cycles, including drawdowns of over 90% and over 80%, while maintaining developer activity and user growth. The implication is clear. In a conservative allocation, 70% Bitcoin, 30% Ethereum. Moderate, 65% Bitcoin, 25% Ethereum, 10% top 10 assets. Aggressive, the upper limit, 50% Bitcoin, 30% Ethereum, 20% top 10. Bitcoin and Ethereum form the core of every rational portfolio. Not because they're exciting, because they're established, liquid, and structurally supported. Owning both is not duplication. It is owning the two dominant networks for two different reasons. Now, strategy. 4 steps. Step 1. Understand what you own before you buy it. If you cannot explain what Ethereum does that Bitcoin does not in one sentence, you will not hold it through volatility. Step 2. Allocate after Bitcoin. Bitcoin first, Ethereum second, top 10 assets third. Example: $150 per week, 97 into Bitcoin, 37 into Ethereum, 16 into a top 10 asset. Adjust for risk, but keep Bitcoin as the anchor. Step 3. Hold through the full cycle. Ethereum has dropped over 90% and over 80% in past cycles and recovered. The rational approach: accumulate in the bear, hold through the noise, exit using clear signals. Step 4. Think in Bitcoin terms, not dollars. Measure performance relative to Bitcoin. That removes emotion and keeps you focused on what matters. The key: Ethereum is a long-term infrastructure hold. Treat it as one. If this clarified what Ethereum actually is and why it earns a place in a rational portfolio, hit like. Now, let's land this. Ethereum is not a coin. It is programmable infrastructure, the network powering financial applications and digital assets. Its value is driven by usage and adoption, and it earns its place through 5 criteria: market position, developer activity, real utility, institutional adoption, and cycle survival. Your homework: before your next Ethereum purchase, answer one question. What does Ethereum do that Bitcoin does not? One sentence. If you can answer that clearly, you understand what you own. If you cannot, watch this again. The next layer is timing. Ethereum does not move independently of Bitcoin's cycle. It amplifies it. Understanding the cycle tells you when to accumulate and when to reduce. That is the next video. There is more to explore if you want to build wealth rationally. Watch the next video. Keep the momentum going. Your future self will thank you. If this added value to your strategy, like the video. Subscribe for deep dives on strategy, psychology, and cycle-based investing. Drop your biggest question in the comments. Until next time, stay rational.